This season still feels a little wandery to me, but this felt more like Claws, like what we're used to.
You mean starting out with that rap video?
I was so glad that didn't go on for too long.
Yeah, it didn't go on for too long. It was just like a minute and a half, but it was enough.
Yeah.
Also, I loved, because you're right, Zaddy, you're so right, that them being back on the salon was so needed, because that, like, on Golden Pond reference took me out.
Yeah, all the way out.
Well, I just like when they have, like, even, like, later on in the episode, there's that one woman randomly, truly for no reason, who was talking about Essence Fest. But she clearly was a white woman with, like, a really deep tan.
Yeah.
And, like, just things like that you don't get unless they're in the salon,
right.
You know? Like, unless they're getting their nails done.
Jen was so funny, the, like, journey she went on. Where she
really did such a journey.
And then, and the reaction when her hair was, like, in her hands. And then Jen was, like, complaining about white people. And she was like, I mean, I did slick my baby hairs down. And she was like, wait, am I part of the problem, too? And they were like, kinda, but...
I just love that the one lady was like, we still invite you to the cookout. And I was like, that's hilarious.
Yeah, that journey that she went on was truly hilarious. Just because she said something about, I slicked my baby hairs down. Oh, my edges. Oh my God, am I part of the problem? Like, she was just, like, so funny.
Oh, man. But yeah, because I was just going to say with the Golden Pond, the Polly's Katharine Hepburn impression, just like...
Oh, yeah.
That was so good. So I guess we have... Well, we did forget. I'll go ahead and get this out of the way. We forgot to mention Polly and Joe's extortion subplot last week.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Whoops.
I don't really think it matters. I don't know. I mean, I guess it got us to this week that Polly knows Joe is crazy.
Well, okay, first of all, I think he's like Mac and Melba's enforcer. So the fact that he's killing people isn't totally make him crazy, but like I think he killed Yolanda just because she like came after Polly. That's not like an enforcer killing. That's like a personal killing. And so now he's crazy.
Even with Penelope at the beginning, like what episode was that? Like 2-3 episodes ago. Polly knew about that. And in this episode, she's like, oh, was Penelope also depressed? Like she was trying to imply, like, I know you also killed Penelope. But it's like, yeah, so why are you with him if you know he's killing people?
Well, I don't think she knew that. I don't think any of them knew that Joe killed Penelope, did they?
No, I think she figured
not.
It out. Yeah, she figured it out there. And I was going to say, like, not that this defends anything, murder, but Yolanda felt a little bit crazier too when she came out of left field in this episode. And I was like, I think just Mac and Melba and company are certifiable, like all of them.
For sure. I'll say that's one thing I'm having a little bit of an issue with this season is like a lot of the characters, and I guess for the most part it's characters that we've only just met, but it's like a lot of stuff feels a little out of character. Like I have done like a 165 with Dean. I am really not into it anymore. Yeah. Whatever they're doing is gone too far now.
I think it's salvageable. I think we can get out of it this season.
I think it's salvageable, but it's like every episode since the beginning of this. So this is episode like 5 now. It's it has doubled down on every single episode with him just being in the casino.
Well, it's like an addiction, which I mean,
I get it.
Yeah, clearly runs in the family. So I'm prepared to see it out.
Well, of course.
I guess my thing is I might be done with Mac and Melba. As fun as they were, this episode, I was like, okay, now they're no longer in the casino. Why are they hanging on to Dean? And when he had that weird tantrum, like, I want him or whatever, like that little, I was just like, what is happening? No, thank you. Like, it just, for me, you know, if they didn't have them there anymore, especially since she's not in the casino, I feel like they still could have other dramatic things happening that would be interesting, like the stuff with Jen's baby father, you know, now that Desna has her dad in the picture. Like, there's other things happening. Quiet Anne and, like, this whole pregnancy thing, you know, like...
Quiet Anne is apparently knocked up from her lusty night at the Eyes Wide Shut party.
Exactly. So there's so many other things happening that Mac and Melba at this point feel like
superfluous a little.
Yeah, almost like a season 2 thing when there was like a big bad that they were fighting against the entire
that's
season.
Actually what I was literally just about to say. I was like holding on to it, but I was like, no. But I was like, I kind of wouldn't mind, because I've enjoyed Mac and Melba. It's like, I kind of wouldn't mind just having them out there. Like, just characters that could rear their heads over several seasons. Like, where I was about to say, I don't think that we necessarily have to have one big bad per season. Like,
yeah.
I completely understand what you guys are saying about, like, them trying your patience, but it's like, I still think they're, in particular, Melba, are hilarious, because what the hell was that scene where Mac walks in on her and she's masturbating to pigeons?
Oh my
I don't know.
God.
I don't know. It was hilarious.
Oh my God.
We didn't mention it, but there was just these screens with pigeons on them, and I was just like, holy shit. I mean, I want to live in a world where this is something that happens.
Yeah.
But also it's like they could take a seat for a while.
No, for sure. I like Melba more than I like Mac, but like Mac makes no sense to me.
Yeah, it really doesn't. I don't get it. The whole thing about him being jealous about Dean's real dad wanting to talk to him and him collecting people. It's just, I mean, I'm not saying that couldn't work, but it just isn't working right now. And I think Dean being an addict could have been a storyline without Mac's influence there.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed.
And I don't know. It's just not working, and I kind of want it to go away.
Okay.
Sorry. I'm like, please go away.
You are
please.
done.
Yeah. I'm kind of just done with that storyline, unless like the casino becomes a thing. But I'm actually really liking them dealing with more personal issues like her father and stuff like that. So I don't know.
I was going to say, I don't know, the Virginia breaking down at the end of the episode when Dean like ran off was pretty hilarious, but...
Blowing a bubble with her gum.
Oh, yeah.
While crying in a lift.
And telling the woman to, you shut up!
Yeah.
And
yeah, that was good. And I also like that Virginia's like doing the rehab thing, because the rehab thing wasn't really that interesting to me until Virginia got involved this episode.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, same.
So, like, I'm liking that. So there's definitely so much happening. And I'm very curious what they're planning on doing with Jen's mom.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I loved Brenda last season in the character opportunities that she brought. And early on in the episode, I have a note where I was like, why is Uncle Daddy going so hard for Brenda in this episode? And then, like,
in front of Toby, too, who he knows is murderous now.
Yeah, and then in the next scene, I was like, oh, fuck, he likes Brenda.
Yeah.
And I was like, Toby will kill her. Like,
yeah.
We all kind of think that the Uncle Daddy storyline this year has not been, maybe not lost, but certainly stagnant. It's just treading water.
It's not top-notch Uncle Daddy storyline.
No,
I'll say that.
Yeah. But it was fun. The stuff with Jen was fun. And as always, I think I am shocked at how hard I'm going for Bryce, like how much I think he's actually great.
Yeah.
Yes, I did like that he's jealous of Virginia, even when they were having that moment. He's like, great, she just swoops right in. And like, and he's like, I spent 4 months at whatever junior college to get that degree. And she just walks right in. And like,
it was
I just
4 hours.
loved it.
He said 4 hours.
4 hours. Okay, that's what it was.
He took an online class.
Okay. Oh, yeah, no, I'm really liking him this season as well.
And Uncle Daddy was like telling him to get in there with the hug, and he was like, no.
Yeah.
That was really great. Well, I wanted to say, because you did bring up Sade, Desna's dad. Do you remember if did we talk about him in season 1 or 2? It felt kind of out of nowhere for me in this episode.
They have talked about their parents, but not ever in this much detail.
Yeah, not at all, to the point that I thought for whatever reason their parents were dead, and that's why they were in foster care. Not that they were like had to give them up because they were drug addicts, or at least the dad was. So that did kind of feel like all of a sudden Roller's talking about curtains and wanting to move in.
Versace curtains.
Yeah, leather curtains. I was like,
that doesn't feel good at all.
Up. Yeah, I love that. Here's the thing, guys. I like Roller now. Like, I know it took me a while, but every time Roller's on screen, I'm like, this is amazing. But the fact that initiated this whole her finding her real father thing, it did feel really sped up, and I wasn't aware that he was even alive. So that was a bit surprising.
Well, I was kind of put out by it at first until I ended up really liking Calvin.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys too? Because part of me was waiting for like a betrayal at the end of the episode because I was like, oh, I don't know. I was like, I'm liking Calvin too much. He's either going to die or something's going to happen.
Well, I thought he was like a little bit of a dick when she went to meet him, though he made some points where it's like, you can't just ambush me at my job.
I mean, I thought...
But also, architects don't hang out on the construction site, just as like a little inside baseball knowledge from my career right now. When he came to then find her, I was like, oh, okay. I was like, he's fine, he's nice, and he like wants to get to know them like on, equal terms. I liked that. And then I started liking him a lot. So when the Coke thing happened or whatever it was, I was worried that Desna was going to write him off without like a chance to explain. But when they got to the point that it was Melba who dosed him, I was like, oh, okay, sweet. We can all work together now.
Yeah, it took me a minute as well because he's like, don't show, you kind of ambushed me. But then he went to her place of work and I was like, you can't have it both. Like I was ready to just be mad at him the entire time. But yeah, he did kind of win me over. And then I like at the end when Desna's like, oh, okay, that was Melba. And his reaction is like, what kind of crazy shit are you into?
Yeah.
Like that these are the people who are associating around you or whatever. And like, it was like, okay, yeah, he's bringing up a good point. So I do like his character now, all in one episode, a person I didn't know even existed. But yeah, I do like him.
Mm-hmm. I was kind of on his side where I was like, you can't just show up at somebody's work like that. Like, you have to contact them.
Yeah, you can't just show up at the job where you're not doing your real job because you're at the job site instead of a drafting table.
Mm-hmm. But
it really weirded me out. I was like, why are you there? Like you already did your job.
Mm-hmm. 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 I did really like his stuff with Dean because there was a part of me that I was like, is he even aware of Dean's and I don't know what to call it. Is it a condition or?
Yeah, autism's a condition.
Okay. I don't want to say the wrong thing. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's not. We don't say things like disease anymore.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. I realized
it's a condition, though.
Drop Dead Gorgeous episode, I said, what's wrong with him? And I was like, oh, I shouldn't have said it that way. But
oh, I get it. Okay.
I'm trying to be sensitive. I'm trying to do the right thing. But we sped through the Quiet Anne, that was kind of the reveal at the end of the episode, is that she is, well, also her and Arlene moved in together.
Yeah.
I'm kind of like, whatever. I don't know what this plot is. Quiet Anne feels a little bit
she feels a little lost this season.
I mean, the fact that she's pregnant now, I mean, I think she's going to keep the baby. I don't know.
Okay. Well, I mean, we've already done an abortion storyline with Virginia.
With Virginia. That's partially why I'm just thinking about that. But also the fact that, like, I don't know, she is like kind of like has a house with her partner now. Like maybe she's ready to do that. I don't know.
Yeah,
that's part of the reason why I think that's going to happen. But I guess we'll see.
And that is the joke that lesbians like to move quick. So
yeah,
we'll see where that goes.
And they were trying to adopt a baby.
Oh, right.
I literally just put that together. Yeah, in season 1, they were thinking of adopting a baby together when she found out Arlene was like a cop.
Yeah.
And working against them. So, okay, then yeah, I agree with you. I think I think Arlene's going to leave her.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
So she's going to have to do it herself. Yeah, she's going to decide to keep it, and then Arlene's going to leave her.
Okay.
I feel like Desna jumps to conclusions really quickly, and granted, she has been burned several times.
She has been way burned a lot.
But she had that conversation with Roller, and because now I'm at the place where I'm like, now that you like him so much, Sade, I'm like, there's nowhere to go but down. Like, he's gonna completely, he's gonna completely screw us now. But I'm like a little bit worried. But I was gonna say, she said something about like, can people change? And you hear that conversation a lot, or you hear that talking point a lot. And I was just gonna say, do you think, like, ask you guys, do you think people can change?
I think if they want to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think people can. I think it's just easier not to. So it's a really like strong desire from that person to want to change, which I think is very difficult and why many people can't do it, you know?
Yeah. Well, and also, I mean, I would even make a distinction between change and grow. Because it's like people can absolutely grow. Like, you can absolutely become better. But I found it interesting. So I would actually love if Roller just ended up staying a good guy. And I mean, obviously we're going to...
unproblematic fave from here on out.
I would love that. That would be my favorite thing in the episode or all the show.
It is Roller. He has to be a little bit problematic, but
medium problematic fave from here on out.
Yeah, I don't know. This is a drama, soap opera, so we're obviously gonna have like ups and downs and stuff. But part of me would love to see it just work, at least for a while.
Yeah.
Until Desna. Wouldn't it be funny if Desna's the one who cheats?
Oh no, it wouldn't be funny.
Oh.
I'm gonna speak it
even say that. Yeah.
So, okay, did we have anything else that we wanted to talk about?
I don't think right this minute. I think we hit everything.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I was going to go back around to the fact that Joe did kill Yolanda and that Polly did confront him. And though it seemed bad, I doubt that that's the end. I kind of like Joe.
He's interesting and he's cute, so he can stay for now.
Is it the part of me that's going to get murdered one day?
Yeah, 100%. Okay. But me too, so it's fine.
I'm worried for Polly. I'm worried she's gonna.
I'm not really worried for Polly. I don't think he's gonna kill her.
I don't want him to turn into like Jen's ex from last season. It's like I don't want to repeat plots that way. You know what I mean? Where he's suddenly stalking and trying to kill them. So we'll see. We'll see where this goes. But I do not think it's the last of him that we've seen. So
no, definitely not.
Yeah.
So okay. Well, I think on that note, we will bid adieu this week, and you can. Check back in next week where we'll talk about the next episode.
Alrighty.
All right. Bye.
Bye.